Okay, this is a reminder that this meeting is being recorded and live streamed. And your participation in the meeting is your consent to be recorded and be rebroadcast on the city's social media pages. If you have a cell phone, it would be greatly appreciated if you put those devices in airplane mode or turn them off. All right, this calls the public hearing dealing with additional appropriations. Notice is hereby given the taxpayers of the city of Linton, Greene County, Indiana, that the Linton City Council will consider the following additional appropriations in excess of the budget for the current year at Linton City Hall, 86 South Main, at 5:45 on Monday, December the 8th. Out of the general fund, transferred 81,000. Out of Humphreys Park, 4,500. Swimming pool fund, 41,950, and total for golf course is 120,000. Taxpayers appearing at the meeting shall have the right to be heard. The additional appropriations as finally made will be referred to the Department of Local Government and Finance, and the department will make a written determination as to the sufficiency of funds to support the appropriations made within 15 days of receipt of a certified copy of the action taken. Do you have any public comments regarding the transfer of funds? All right, if there are no public comments, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn this public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
The motion's been made and seconded to adjourn the public hearing. Any discussion? Call for vote.
Greg Sapp,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Love, Linda,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes. Okay, meeting's adjourned.
Greg Sapp,
Here.
Ed Singleton,
Here.
Les Newman,
Here.
Linda Bedwell. Here. Tony Richards.
Here. In your packet is the minutes from the November 10th council meeting. I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the council minutes from the November 10th meeting. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards.
Yeah.
Greg Sapp.
Yes.
All right, I'd like the approval of the claims have been properly signed by the working foreman.
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the claims have been properly signed. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards.
Yeah.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton.
Yes.
Also have the approval of the payroll allowance docket. So motion to approve that.
So,
Make a motion. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the payroll allowance docket. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards,
Yes.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
yes.
Les Newman.
Yes.
And in your packet is the fund report. Have approval of the fund report.
I make the motion to approve the fund report as submitted.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the fund report submitted. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Tony Richards,
Yes.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell.
Yes.
Appropriation report. Needs your approval. The motion to approve the appropriation report.
I make that motion to approve the appropriations report.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the appropriations report. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony.
Okay, under new business. Excuse me, we have ordinance 2025-12 dealing with rights of way. If you have any questions, we have Brent Slover and the council Jacob to discuss if you have any, just answered any questions.
I talked to Brent today and it might be a benefit to the other people to find out about why we need this.
Thank you. Yes, just the background of this. In 2022, we passed the original ordinance regarding, it was mainly dealing with sidewalks. And we've had some fiber companies wanting to come into our community and install underground fiber. And we really didn't have good processes in place to permit those companies to utilize the right-of-way. So I reached out to Jacob with Bose, McKinney, and Evans and collaborated with him in developing some new policies to put in place to kind of have some control of that usage of the public right-of-way. We want to make sure that we get the plans in place and know where they intend to put the fiber so that we can look and see if they're, as long as they're not conflicting with our utility lines. That's kind of one of the biggest issues. But we have a couple companies that are wanting to come in and start putting fiber in the community. So this has then expanded not only to just cover sidewalks, but street cuts and other items as well. So if I may, I'll have Jacob come up and maybe add to that. And We appreciate the council's consideration of adopting this tonight on first reading if possible.
Yeah, good evening, Councilor and Mayor. My name is Jacob Antrim. I work for the law firm of Bose, McKinney & Evans in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been working with Brent over about the last month and a half or so about trying to find something that kind of expands what you guys already had while also providing additional protections to the city whenever you guys are having folks that want to come in and use your city right of way. Your prior ordinance primarily was targeted just towards sidewalks. And here we wanted to come in and make it applicable to really any city property where a company wants to come in, they want to do a cut of some kind, install facilities of some kind. And so this really just adds some flavor to what you guys already had. And as Brent mentioned, some additional guardrails where we can put reasonable regulations on the use of your guys' right of way. And so that's what we're here for tonight. And I would entertain any questions you guys might have.
When I went over this, the one thing I noticed was, well, there's a lot more wordage, but the price and the permits, I think one went up from $25 to $100, which is hardly anything. So I think it's a good deal here. I think it's something we need for our right of ways and to protect the city.
Yeah, just a further bit of information, I know our lawyer, Sam, has looked at this and okayed it as well.
I have a question, and it kind of goes with this, but it may not be the same. I know over at Duggar, they've had companies come in and bore, and they've bored through people's sewer lines. And that's a big problem. And so I know it really doesn't have anything to do with the city, but it does. So we need to make sure that those companies are held responsible to the homeowner if that happens.
Yeah, and I'll mention that there are state statutes out there that protect the owner of underground lines, that if somebody comes in and recklessly damages your underground line, and that would apply to the city's facilities as well, that there's a recourse for the city to obtain correction for that and then obtain all of its damages 3 times over. So let's say the city has to hire a contractor and it costs them $5,000 to bring out the contractor and repair it. The statute allows us to then collect $15,000 plus any attorney's fees and doing that. So there are protections out there for folks who have underground facilities that are damaged by.
And I know you understand that, but the typical homeowner
Sure. Yeah,
So-
absolutely not.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'd like to mention it to everybody here that, yeah, there are protections out there for homeowners who unfortunately suffer damage to their underground facilities.
No further questions, do I entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2025-12?
Just a note on that, if you guys want to adopt it tonight, we need a unanimous motion and vote to suspend the rules to allow the adoption at the meeting at which the ordinance is introduced. So we need 2 separate votes.
I make that motion that we,
Suspend the rules to allow
yes, thank
the
you.
adoption of the ordinance tonight.
That's exactly what I want to do.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the first reading of the ordinance. Any discussion? Call for vote.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards,
Yes.
and Greg Sapp.
Yes.
That vote having been unanimous, someone can now make a motion to approve the ordinance.
I make the motion, we approve the ordinance number 2025-2. 12, I'm sorry. Help me. Thank you, John.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion to approve the ordinance 2025-12? Call for vote.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards,
Yeah.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Brent for working on this. It was very, very helpful.
Thank you for passing that this evening. And I'll reach out, thank Jacob and his group as well for collaborating with Sam on this.
Next item on the agenda is resolution 2025-05, additional appropriations. As you can see in your packet, the list of detailed appropriations by category is listed.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution 2025-05 for additional appropriations.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve resolution 2025-05, additional appropriations. Any discussion? Call for vote?
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards,
Yes.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman.
Yes.
Okay, next item on the agenda is resolution 2025-06, year-end transfers.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve resolution 2025-06 for year-end transfers. Any discussion? Call for a vote?
Tony Richards,
Yes.
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Next item on the agenda involves another transfer of funds, resolution 2025-07. Transfer of funds.
I'll make a motion to pass resolution 2025-07 transfer of funds.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the resolution 2025-07 transfer of funds. Any discussion?
I'd like to bring something up. This is because of a mistake I made. We had ordered pool chemicals. We always get a big discount if we order them at the end of the year. We don't have to pay any shipping. The bill is usually paid in January when we receive our funds, and that wasn't what happened this year. So we're doing this resolution because of me.
So noted. Any further discussion?
Did we vote on that or?
Yes. On hers?
Greg Sapp,
Yes.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards.
Yes.
Okay, also in your packet is the, excuse me, the 2026 calendar of City of Linton holidays. And also the 2026 Board of Board meetings, which is usually the first Monday of the month. And then the 2026 council meetings.
Can we approve all these under one?
I would think so.
All right, I make a motion, we approve the holidays, the Board of Works meetings, and the council meetings.
Second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve the dates for the holidays, working meetings, Board of Works meetings, and council meetings as submitted. Any discussion? Call for vote?
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards,
Yes.
Greg Sapp.
Yes.
Okay, no further items on the agenda, the department heads.
Good evening, guys. November 2025 statistics, we had 706 calls. coming in, including, that number is incorrect, because it says 793 law reports. There's no way we had more law reports than we did calls that come in, so I'll have to get back to you on that number, including 63 traffic stops. I would guess that's 393 or 300, somewhere in that number is where that law report number should be. I just wrote down a 7. Shame on me. Got a couple of guys graduating the academy next week. So when we get those guys back here, we've probably got a couple months left in their field training program. And then we'll have them on the road, and our department is very, very young, but we will have a good hand, and we're in a good spot moving forward. So other than the bad number on my stats here, I stand for any question you guys have.
How many will that put us total for?
9.
Does that include you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that's currently what our budgeted limit is 9, so, I don't know if I can keep from losing somebody for a while, that would be grand. So, any other questions? I will give, the fire chief an alibi. They had a structure fire about 4 o'clock today. I think it was in Lyons that they went over on a mutual aid run, so I'm assuming that's why he's not here. So I'll give him that alibi for you guys.
I think the council is aware that the previous fire chief, Eric Carpenter, came in and resigned, and I've appointed Fire Chief James Phillips for an interim period of 6 months. So he's on duty today, so I figured he'd be out on the call. So Street Department.
Street Department, Tom Bailey. Good evening, council. In wastewater, the team completed over 1,600 foot of sewer cleaning and jetting, over 850 feet televised. We responded to 8 sewer checks. Stormwater handled just 2 small storm repairs. Street Department, they completed 56 locates, performed snow removal for 1 day. They carried out the 25 brush tickets and 20 leaf tickets. And I'd like to announce that we did get approved through the 2026 CCMC grant that we will meet the full matching grant. In the sanitation department, they completed their normal and monthly load of 2,612 residents of trash pickup, 66 3 yards, 33 6 yards commercial pickups. Any questions?
That matching grant, what was that for again, and how much?
Should be 1.25 million
Oh, okay, that
for the
grant,
full
okay.
community crossing.
Okay. Okay, I didn't recognize the name.
It's like 12 streets and street sections.
I mean, do we ever get the extra stop signs put in that we were talking about?
I never did put that one in yet because I'm worried about conflict of how people are right through there. I'd like to talk to Paul Moore and stuff to really get that one out there before we ever put it in. And we are still running short staffed as of right now, so leaf tickets have been running behind. But we have dealt with some injuries and stuff like that, so just want the citizens to be patient with us. We are gonna focus on it.
And would you again address how you get your leaves picked up?
You have to put in a work order.
So you have to call City
You have to
Hall?
Call City Hall and put in a work order, and we have a set day, but with manpower and weather inclement, we will attach them as soon as we can.
Okay, do they still bring them up to their curb?
They're supposed to.
Okay,
It's another thing I do need to address. We have had several that we've had to rake way out of people's yards. They're supposed to be on the curb lines for our machine to go up and be able to gather them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Ross Ginger with Gas and Water. The month of November, we had 56 locates. We repaired 10 water leaks. We had 8 customer gas odor complaint calls, 2 city-side gas leak repairs, 3 gas service installs, 1 gas service retirement. After-hour calls for the month of November, we had 20 total. 12 of those were gas and 8 of them were water. We also finished our hydrant flushing and inspections last month. And then we also winterized in the bathrooms and facilities at the park and Sunset Campground. Any questions?
On that, the grant, one of the streets we're gonna fix is 9th Street down there across from Tony Richards. 9 Northwest.
Okay.
We've had a lot of problems down there. Is the paving, when they bring the big equipment and stuff in, Is that just gonna rattle those pipes more?
So 9th Northwest, and that is the one, I think that Steel just put some apartments on, correct? So we
Just put a
recently,
big
we
culvert down.
recently did just bore in a new 2-inch line from, that's B Street north of there to come down and service those. So I think we only had, Brent, what was it? I think like 2 more services to pick up off of that. So our plan is to retire that old line in there. that
Before we
had.
blacktop.
Correct, yes.
All right, good
Yes.
deal.
That's correct.
Anything else?
All right, thank you.
One of those guys always sit at the back row back there, they do, so.
Like church, isn't it?
Kevin Wright, Electric Department. We've continued to, change out poles, east of town. That's just, gonna be an ongoing process. And, also the first year, we're gonna start trimming, our lines, while the weather's not so good. And stay on that. Anything else from questions?
You wanna address how we do our tree trimming lines, the electricity, or the,
Primary,
yes.
underneath the primary lines, we top the trees underneath it in the right of ways. And, service lines, we don't worry about them as much because we just got so many out there that we concentrate on the primary service lines. Any
Thank you.
questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, oh, go ahead, Brent, I'm sorry. Didn't want to cut you off, you already spoke once.
Bruce Lower, General Manager Utilities. Just a couple of items, we're still in the process of the, I call it the AutoZone project. It's our box culvert replacement NDOT project there at AutoZone. All work plans are completed except water. It's an ongoing process. We have a conflict with a 12-inch water main and a large diameter concrete stormwater right there. So we had another meeting today with NDOT and the project engineer and our engineers, and they're all trying to put together their heads together to figure out how we're going to be able to tap onto that water main and reroute that 12-inch water line around the new box culvert structure within the project. We have the electric and the water, or electric and the gas. There's no wastewater really issue there for us. So we've got all that lined out, but that's an ongoing process. The letting is still on schedule for April of 2026. Hopefully we can continue with that, but if everything goes through and we continue with the project, there will be about a 7-day shutdown of the highway in that area is the plan currently. But that won't be until later on, until probably July, August timeframe, hopefully before school goes back in session. Other item is we begin preparations for pipeline safety and natural gas inspections coming up here in February. So with that, appreciate the passage of the ordinance this evening on first reading, and that'll be a big help for us. Entertain any questions you may have.
Brett, I had a question earlier, and I texted you about it. The lady was questioning me about the lead in the pipes and us testing them and what do they need, what does the homeowner need to do? And she was all up in arms and.
Yes, I probably should mention that too. I've tried to keep the lead and copper revisions in front of you every month. I don't want to become repetitive, so to speak, but yes, annually we have to issue those letters to folks that we know have either lead service line or galvanized service line requiring replacement or unknowns. Unfortunately, we have a large number of unknowns, so people just received their letters just a couple weeks ago now, I think. So yes, currently, if somebody wants to replace their line between the meter and the home, it's on their dime. The way the revised rule is now, starting in 2028, we will have to come up with a plan to replace either unknowns, lead, or galvanized require replacement at a 10% rate each year. And right now, that onus of replacing that will be on the utility. There's I think some suits in place against the EPA, with the LCRI, from the American Water Works Association and others, trying to get some of those items kind of lined out to see, hopefully we can receive some grant money, or maybe they'll change how that is proceeded with who's responsible for paying that, but that's the way it stands at the moment.
Thank you.
So we are working towards possibly trying to get some grant money to help us with service line identification and replacement down the road. But by the end of 2027, we need to know what that service line material is. I know that sounds like a little ways off, but it'll be here quickly. So we're trying to stay on top of that as best we can.
The lady that addressed me, she was like, I don't know what kind of line I have. What do I do? What do I do? And I just told her to call City Hall, call the utility office, and that they would be more than willing to help her.
A few months ago, Ross and his crews did go up in your area, the northwest part of town, and started potholing around the meters to identify. But we have a limited number of employees, and we've had water leaks and gas calls, as Ross has indicated, that pulls us away from that. So, but that's one of the things that we're going to have to get back on working on, is that service line identification, and it may be such that we just don't have the resources to be able to. Right now, I think we have 2,300 unknown service lines. I don't know if we have the necessary resources to be able to get all that completed by end of 2027. So that's why we're trying to work with our engineers on looking at potential funding sources for assisting us with that, because we may have to contract some of that work out.
But there's no need for the homeowners to just panic. I mean,
No.
just call City Hall,
Yes.
and you guys will work with, or the utility office.
Yes.
We'll work with them.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pam. Okay, next on the agenda is the public comment section. I got John Cotter.
John Carter, and the reason why I'm here is this has been a long year for us here in the park, keeping things done in the park, and I want to say thank you to all the department heads, city council, and the mayor for everything that they've supported us in getting all of our getting some of our projects finished in the park and everything. And so we're going to be looking for next year then to start on the rest of the projects we're working on out there. But I just want to say thank you to all ladies.
All right. That's all I have on the agenda for tonight. Anybody closing comments?
Have we heard anything about the loading? When are they gonna start coming into?
I talked to him Friday. They're still down in the bottoms around Mount Vernon. And he said when they get done, and he's been there for about the last 6 weeks that I previously called him. So he didn't give me a time frame. He just said as soon as they get done, they would be up here.
Okay.
So, and they're in communication with Pete Halstead, and Pete's gonna let me know as well.
Okay. I get asked quite a bit about that going to the gun club.
I totally understand. They said they'd be here in the fall, and the
Yeah.
fall is kind of come and gone, and so I've been trying to follow up with them to let me know when they're gonna be here.
Okay, thank you.
I think all of us on the council would like to thank Brent for his work on this ordinance. And everybody knows in the dead of winter is when the water lines break and the power lines break. And we just really appreciate what you guys there in the back do for us on the city. It helps us out.
This AutoZone project, I think Brent kind of alluded to that, has been taking a lot of time and resources just to have major discussions and engineering drawings that have all kinds of different additions to it and changes, and it's a major challenge. How long has this project been in the works? Like 5?
The initial project was back in 2006. But it's
20
been,
years.
it goes a little bit and it's delayed in a little bit. So probably the last 4 years, Mayor Wilkes was still in office whenever I really kind of started this, so. Things sometimes look easy on paper, but then, out in the field, you have some conflicts. And with this large diameter concrete structure that's in there is really causing havoc with that 12-inch water main.
So it does take a lot of resources just in the planning stages of this thing. Any other comments?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. Any discussion? Call for vote.
Ed Singleton,
Yes.
Les Newman,
Yes.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Richards, and Greg Sapp.
Yes.